Okay, so Numeracy Unit 2 paper, calculator from November 2016. Question 1, it says the travel graph below shows the journey Gareth made yesterday. And it says then, how far away from home was Gareth at 1500 hours? Okay, so 3 o'clock now. 1500 is going to be there, isn't it, between 14 and 1600. And if we look up here, okay, at 1500, you can see then the distance here is from home. That axis tells you the distance from home. It's going to be 6 kilometers. We'll circle that there. B, at what time did Gareth arrive back at home? So remember now, this is the distance from home. So we want the distance at home to be 0 when he gets back home. So it's going to be there, isn't it? Okay, there, the distance, if you read across onto the axis, the distance from home then is 0. So he's got back home at this time. Now to work out this time, in between here, 1800 and 2000, that there is 1900. Okay. So 1900 then and 2000, he arrives home exactly between those two times. So in between 1900 and 2000, it's going to be 1930, right, which is 7:30. So it's that time there. Sometime after 5 p.m, Gareth headed for the supermarket. The supermarket was closed when he got there, so he headed straight back home. What time did Gareth arrive at the supermarket? So 5 p.m. is there, isn't it? That's what 5 p.m. is, 1700, but he hasn't really left yet, wherever he is. He's staying in the same location, but I think it's there, isn't it? That's when he leaves to go to the supermarket, and you can see then, he must get there at that time, because straight away, right, instantly, he starts heading home, so it's obviously closed, so it's that time there. So 1800 and 1900, and we in between, so 1830, right, that's what we're looking for there. Okay, exactly in between those two times, so 6:30. And then part D, it says Gareth did not stop for the whole of the time between 1500 and 1530. What could the travel graph tell you about his journey between these times? Okay, so he's on his journey throughout the day, and it's saying he did not stop between 1500, which is there, right? That's 1500, isn't it? And 1530, which is here. Okay, so between 3 o'clock and 3:30, he did not stop. Now, this is a really strange question, right? Extremely strange, because you've got a flat line here. And usually when you've got a flat line, right, most often the case, you'd say, well, the distance is the same from home. So he has stopped, yeah? He has stopped for a break, okay? But they're saying that he hasn't stopped, okay? So, you know, what could we say about this here? What's happening here? His distance is staying the same, but he hasn't stopped. So it could be that he's walking round in a circle or something, and the distance is staying the same from his home. Okay, could be that he's got to somewhere and he's just pacing back and forth, right? So that he's still moving, but actually his distance from home is staying the same. Okay, so it's a bit of a strange question, but you could say that he could be moving in a circular manner such that the distance from home remains the same. It's a bit like when you go around a roundabout. You're always the same distance, aren't you, to the centre of that roundabout? Okay, and something like that might be happening. You might be moving in a circular way so that he's staying the same distance from his home.